Yeah, I think people don't realize too how much peace you have to keep in the studio when you're the one in charge of it, right?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that comes with its own set of issues, man. And being being in the part where I wasn't a shop owner, that never even crossed my mind. What kind of issues they deal with?
Yeah.
You know, now that's why I was telling you earlier too. It's like it's really good to talk to other. I love talking tattoos, but mostly shop owner business shit, man. Because
Yeah.
I want to take advice from people that they've done this for a while. Like I said, a lot of the guys that I know that own studios have been in it just as long as I have. So
Yeah.
we're learning as we go, but
Yeah.
it's good. It's kind of good to hear somebody that's been through like the other shit go through.
Oh yeah. Like Denzel's, he's
Yeah.
learning now.
Yeah. So how much is how many years? Denzel's been 3 years, right?
I
Maybe
think
2 years. I don't know how long he's had hyper hour, but yeah,
I'd say between 2 and 3.
yeah. So pretty much like us too, man. It's just like we're going through our own set of things, and we talk, about how things are going on in his studio and mine, and but it's basically like the same stuff. Like we're learning as we go, so there's only so much we can kind of advise each other on. If we learn a little something, we'll pass it along.
I think you got a good spot though. Like
Yeah.
everybody there. I mean, from what I can see from outside,
Yeah.
is like everybody's a little more. They're older. They're more
Yeah,
adults.
that's the other thing too, is bro. Like the professionalism with these guys is, and that's I'm glad that they came to my studio because, like, I knew it was gonna be easy with them,
Yeah.
man, because I worked with them, all of them, for years, and knew their habits and everything. That's one thing that does kind of scare me is bringing somebody in that I don't know
Yeah.
at some point and going through that vetting process. I've never done this before where I had to vet them and kind of get engaged them before we even fully hire them on.
Yeah.
Then they have to go through them too and make sure that.
Just sit down with them
Yeah.
and tell them what you expect.
Yeah.
But you're also going to have to deal with a little bit of difference.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
100%.
so you'll have to bend a little as well.
Yeah.
But that's just kind of how it goes.
Yeah.
But good example is like, I mean, I can't take responsibility for anybody else around there, but a little bit for Jason.
Yeah.
He's one of them that you can see that he's constantly working.
Yeah.
He's one of them that I worked hardest.
Yeah.
I pushed him and I pushed him and I he was tough enough to do it. I don't know if you ever noticed the little nickname he has, the Flash.
Yeah.
He got that here because he was back in the day of the flash art on the walls.
Yeah.
I was making him put it all in there and arrange it. And
Oh, okay.
he wasn't being paid to do that, but he wanted to. That's the stuff he
Yeah.
you know, maybe he didn't like that exact job, but he liked coming into the studio and
Yeah.
learning and getting his foot in the door. And he really worked his ass off. He was
Yeah.
going home drawing and really pushing himself. So now you see him and he's working his ass off.
Yeah.
And like, I'm at times where I'm like, slow down, Jason. You don't really need to do all that. But it's like, nah, you don't want to.
Yeah.
That's cool. He can keep
natural.
going.
Yeah, man.
Keep busting his ass.
Yeah. He's always been a really good worker, bro. When I I didn't know anything about him until he came to the lecture when I was there. And a lot of the times there, I would be the only one working late at night and stuff, But then he started, so it was nice to have somebody there too
Yeah.
that worked just as long as I did, you know what I mean? And,
Oh, yeah.
But he's kept that same momentum.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's there a lot. Like I'm glad he's at the studio constantly, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
He definitely puts the work in, and
Yeah.
he's not an embarrassment.
No.
There's sometimes you got those artists in the shop. It's just like they're just a constant embarrassment sometimes. But that's all he is. He just wants to work. He's not going out making a fool of himself. I mean, he had a little bit of a share of that when he first started. I think he just got into this and saw everything, and then
I think
he's quieted down.
I just talked to my wife about her perspective, how everything when I first started tattooing, and how I saw things back then. It's kind of embarrassing, bro. Like to think back, and my view on things were so fucking like in art and childish in a sense, because now that I've had more years under my belt, man, it kind of changes you into kind of appreciating shit more and knowing how you're supposed to conduct yourself, right? In this new industry, like the way it is now, and that's one thing with them at the studio, is that they always make us look good, man. For the most part, like the guys. I mean, everybody has their off days and shit, but dude, the fact that we got such a good team there, that holds the professional portion of it to a high standard, just like we did, what we do, helps out a lot, man.
Yeah. I think having artists that have extreme pride for themselves
Yeah.
helps out a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't see that with artists. They don't have that pride. It's like they want to come and do the tattoo and that's it. And it's like my attitude on pride was when I worked in other people's shops is like I cleaned their shops when I wasn't even the shop guy.
Yeah.
I wanted it to look good and I really pushed and my station always looked perfect.
Yeah.
And I would go through my station every month and clean everything. I looked over all my dates on everything.
Yeah.
And I had full love. And anybody talk shit on the shop I was at, I was ready to fight them.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's around a lot anymore.
Yeah, that says a lot too, bro. Cause I'm a big believer in you are like a reflection, right? So of the studio. So if somebody comes in and they see your station and it's toward shit, you know, and it looks dirty and shit, and this artist station is clean, it instantly that it doesn't matter how clean your fucking station is, that station's gonna be the one that they're looking at like, what the fuck is going on over there, you know?
I think before everybody else was doing it, I was one of the first shops that I went and bought the whole shop toolboxes and the Tatsol chairs, and because back then it was everybody's chairs were different.
Yeah.
And I was pushing to try to unify the stations. You can still decorate it you want.
Yeah.
But I wanted them all to look good so it looked professional. And literally over the years, I've had artists fight me over that. They're like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Chair, you know, their own version of whatever, you know.
And it doesn't make the shop look as professional.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it looks cleaner. It looks nicer when you do that. But I've never had a whole shop get along with that, even when I'm the one that's going to buy everything.
Yeah. Damn, dude. Yeah, and it makes sense though, bro, because like, I mean, you are in a collective area, bro. Like we're all here to look good, you know, and if one person is not on the same page as you, it kind of throws it off, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the one that gets the attention though too, because you know. So I get it, man. Like well, that's one thing too with our studio. We were big on having everything match for the most part, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously the armrests are different and all that stuff because everybody has their own what they like to tattoo with, right?
And that kind of stuff is cool.
Yeah, dude. And
I like the main look of I'm trying to work on that now. I started buying the toolboxes and I'm gonna go through. Some of them are using older toolboxes we had here, just kind of laying around.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna replace all those because I want to try to unify everything and not just put sharps containers wherever.
Yeah, that's a good look, man.
That's at least that's going to be my goal.
Yeah.
Just it's a big old place, so it takes a lot of work to do.
I feel you.
I did this remodel in like a month, so it's so I got a lot to do still. But
man.
But yeah, I think making the shop look good and having pride in it, it makes the difference.
Yeah.
Because I watch everything. I look at how many people are being tattooed in the shop. I look at how morale is. And when people lose sight of that, that's when everything's the worst.
Yeah.
When everybody's on the same page with things, everything in the shop is so much better, so much smoother, and your life is easier. So I don't know why people wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense to me. But I mean, I don't know. That just comes back down to the autism of artists. You know, I'm pretty certain that every artist is autistic in one way or the another. But I'm like, everybody they're at a different spot. So they have different ways of looking at stuff. And sometimes they just don't want to put that extra effort into stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that, man. I think it all takes time when people start seeing everything as a collective and everybody's in it together. I think that's a really good place to be at, man. I'm pretty sure having more heads, it makes it a lot more difficult to do that. You know what I mean? So one thing I worry about too is like if we ever expand is having to deal with the new problems that come with that. You know,
there will be.
Yeah.
Or you have to be extremely picky.
Yeah.
I've had a little bit of a harder time being out here. I picked some good choices, but I picked some that were not the best choices. But I'm not really having as many people kicking down my door because there's also a lot of people in town don't even know I'm a shop out here.
Oh shit.
So, but I mean, sometimes that's a good thing too.
Yeah.
We have less of the public problems because of that. But I don't know.
Are you guys doing walking type stuff? Yeah. When
We
did
have
you
a
guys-
few of them do it.
Did you have you always done it, or did you guys start that up eventually?
For a while, we didn't do any walk-ins, and then I kind of pushed a couple artists, be like, you will build more business if you pick one day of the week and do walk-ins. You'll build all these new clients. But then at one point it went away again, and it kind of, we stopped doing it for a while. I think during COVID especially, we completely shut it down. We didn't do it for a while, and then it started back up, but it's never been the way it was before.
Yeah.
Because before COVID, I don't know, we'd have 4 or 5 artists doing walk-ins all day, and they would be busy all day long.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at that time, I think there'd only be like 2 or 3 shops doing walk-ins. Now, like, so many people are.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But I think there's just a lot of artists that they're not really pushing their portfolio.
Yeah.
They're not pushing the boundaries of doing bigger and better. So
I mean, sometimes
they have to do walk-ins.
Sometimes it's better to be a hybrid shop, anyways, where you do. I mean, if you got the numbers for sure, right? I remember working at the electric chair band. Like, since Saturdays was our walk-in day. That's when I first started tattooing. That was like the biggest. Like, that helped me the best to get more clients, and because eventually you give somebody their first tattoo, they trust you, and then they come in for their bigger shit. So I think it's beneficial to a lot of artists in that sense.
Yeah. I think it brings people in, and it allows you to, I don't know, especially the new artists, they get to learn a lot more.
You got a lot of new artists in your place right now?
Yeah. I got a few of them that only got a couple years under their belt. They're doing really good.
Yeah.
Got a Taylor here. She does really good.
Yeah.
She actually was more apprenticed by a guy in Topeka.
Oh, okay.
But then she had to move up here, and then I finished her apprenticeship.
Oh, okay.
So he had already taught her quite a bit.
Yeah.
So she already knew a lot.
That's what's up.
So I really can't take any credit for it, but her color work's going to be really good. Maybe she'll be annoying Jason in the next couple years. Her artwork's a lot like the stuff he likes to do.
So it looks very similar to the. Yeah, that's cool.
Just not so much she don't do as much comic book stuff.
Oh, okay.
Where that's a lot of his comic book nerdy stuff, but the same style and same look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she might be a pain in his ass later.
Man, bro. Yeah, times are different now, man. It's just a matter of adapting. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. That's what
thing.
Tattooing is about, is adapting and learning. I tell people it's problem solving constantly. Yeah. And when the ones that can't problem solve, no, you're going to be left in the dust.
We said that. So times are a little slower. I mean, more than usual, but it's the same solution. You got to push your shit out there and make sure people see it, because you don't want to. I mean, there's so much. I think clients got a lot of artists to pick from, and the clientele, a lot of it is a lot more broke nowadays. So there's less of them in a sense. So
yeah, and we've had to increase prices, and then now you got people out there they're price shopping. Yeah, and then now you got those home artists, they're picking them up. Yeah, and they're making a killing. Yeah, because they're cheaper. Yeah, they don't have the overhead, while we're sitting over here like, fuck you, man. We're the ones that did it right.
Bro, that overhead, like, people don't get that. There's overhead for us, right? There was this podcast that I listened to, man. And they talked about, they put it in perspective, like, we got, just like so they got lower class, middle class, and upper class, right? Mm-hmm. And they said the middle class is shrinking just like it is nowadays in the tattoo industry too, where clientele, the middle class is starting to die down, because either they're able to afford the expensive guy, right, for quality, whatever they're seeking out. And then now the artists who are on the cheaper side are picking up all the people that don't want to pay for but the middle ones, that like the blue collar and the ones that would get they will save up for their nice piece and stuff, they're disappearing because they're getting hit the hardest. Yeah. And I agree. They're starting to say that it's like a reflection of what's going on in our economy, where like the middle class clientele is dying, dude. Like, either you're going to have to be super cheap or super expensive to survive nowadays.
Middle class America's disappearing. Yeah. So, have that middle ground. Yeah. Yeah. I definitely think that's very true.
You know, so,
I see it a lot. Like, yeah, if you have an expertise and you're just amazing, you're doing badass pieces, you're going to keep doing well. And if you're cheap and you're affordable, you're going to do well. So
yeah,
the guys definitely, I see the middle, not doing as much.
yeah,
But I tell people just, you got to keep wanting to learn.
yeah,
Because, like, I don't know, I traveled the country when, like, that's part of our overhead when people are like, why do you charge so much for the tattoo? It's like all the traveling we did. I did constant traveling, going to seminars
yeah,
and stuff and learning so many things. And now you got these new artists that aren't doing any of those.
yeah.
They're charging as much as us.
It's wild, ain't it?
And it's like, fuck you guys.
Yeah, dude. I don't. Yeah, man. I think charging a lot that comes with that putting in time and sharpening your skills, man.
Well, I
And
see
then-
2 years experienced artists that their lines aren't even good.
yeah.
And they're charging 150, 160 an hour.
Oh shit.
And I'm like, no.
Bro. I remember when I first started tattooing, I was doing like 80 an hour. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I mean, times were a little different too, I guess, back then though. But still, though, bro, like
When I started, that's when I was doing it.
yeah. And I didn't. I remember being scared to go to 120 an hour,
Yeah.
and I was already maybe 5 years in. You know, maybe I can't remember, man. But I was like, there was always hesitation. It never was like I'm fucking 200 an hour. Fuck it. You know,
Yeah.
it was always a build up too, and also being afraid of pushback. You know, and then when it didn't happen, it was like a real nice, I would say equal boost, but like it's a confirmation that okay, maybe it is worth.
You'll always have that. I went from 120 to 150 an hour, and a lot dropped off.
Yeah,
I hadn't seen them in years since then. And also, for a while, I kept at a minimum. I was like, I do 150 an hour. You got 4 hour minimum. I don't do anything smaller than that because I was handing all the smaller ones to everybody else. My books were crazy. I was booked between a year to sometimes a year and a half.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
And I'd be doing 2 tattoos a day.
Yeah.
And it's just like I couldn't manage everybody.
Yeah.
So it's like, and nobody was waiting a year and a half or even a year to get a little tiny tattoo.
Yeah.
So just send them to everybody else.
Well, yeah. I mean, dude, it's really rare that somebody will wait. Because I don't do that many little pieces because they're not gonna wait the time. They
Exactly.
can just go somewhere else. And I'll tell them too. It's like as long as the artist knows how to tattoo the piece that you want, anybody can do it. It's like it's just clean lines, solid, whatever it is. I say they want a butterfly, right, bro? They're not
Yeah.
gonna wait the 2 years or whatever for the butterfly.
Exactly.
They can go to another artist is good, and they'll knock it out a lot sooner than getting to me. You know? So
Yeah. Yeah. I
It's like-
remember your little post.
Yeah.
That you had that guy got mad at you.
Oh, bro, dude. So I'm glad you brought that up. Like, I'm glad that I said what I said. I wish I would have did it more tactfully, but I'm glad I said that. I called it out how it was, man. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was sitting there feuding on that shit or steam. I was just fucking sitting on it all fucking day because I found out about it that morning from the business owner next door to me,
Yeah.
and he told me about it. I was like, what the fuck? So I started looking it up, and I sat on that all day, getting just more pissed and more pissed. You know, it blows my mind, bro, that somebody had a problem or it was an inconvenience to them to enough to be a problem that my success is an issue for you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like damn. But that's the other thing I was gonna say. I'm glad that I saw your name on there, bro. That you went up to bat for me too, bro. I really appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I think he was mad that you wouldn't sit down with the consult time right then and there, and that you're booked out this much and you're charging this much money, and it's like you've earned that.
Yeah.
But you also don't want to sit down and have a consult with someone that you're not going to see him in over a year.
Well, it wasn't the consult. He called the studio because back then when my books were open, I would have clients call the studio to schedule a consultation, right? Mm-hmm. But so when they called my wife up, because she usually runs our phones and stuff, she told him how far out I was booked, and he kind of felt like it was I was lying or something, right? Mm-hmm. And he wasn't cool with the deposit either, and I was like, dude, this is how the get down is, man. Everybody's cool with it, you know. Like, but the thing is too that I think what made me more upset about it is that I've had disgruntled clients on the phone or mostly in messages where I'll tell them how far out it is of a wait, and they instantly go to, oh, that's fucked up. I guess you don't want my money then. You know, that type of shit. But I never had anybody publicly fucking out me on there, like,
Yeah.
and then to have other comments on there say, oh, he's scamming you, or that didn't sit well with me at all, bro. I was like, dude, I don't scam people, man. This is my livelihood, man. And now it's being questioned, or my work ethic is being questioned
Exactly.
for just being fucking booked out. And dude, that didn't sit right with me at all, man.
You know, and if that's his opinion, that's his opinion. But to go post it online, fuck that. I don't know. You could look at two different things. Like, if he's looking at every other shop and there's artists taking walk-ins, but you're turning around saying, "Oh, I'm booked out for 2 years." It's like, he's probably thinking, "No, that's bullshit. He just wants to take my money and not ever tattoo me." But like, it's different.
Yeah.
When somebody really worked their ass off to be booked out, and when the other guy, they're not doing that.
Yeah.
So that's why that's the situation. And you're not going to book a bunch of people without deposits. Yeah. Because I know it 100%. I tell everybody, do not book appointments without deposits. Because in a year, what if they've already gotten the tattoo and they're like, well, I'm not showing up to that appointment. I already got it.
They got a deposit on
it. I went to some dude's house and got what I wanted. Or I went to another shop, or I was on vacation somewhere and I got it done.
Yeah.
They're not going to go into your shop.
They got nothing to lose, bro.
Then you're waking up going in the shop with a drawing you spend hours on, and then nobody shows up. What if that happens for 3 weeks solid?
Yeah.
That's 3 weeks you didn't get to make no money.
Yeah.
It's like, that's why you took deposits.
Yeah.
Now they have to show up, or at least you got that deposit money.
Yeah.
But I don't know. People on the other end, some of them don't understand that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that just like completely surprised the fuck out of me, bro. Yeah, because I had another client before, or no, he wasn't a client. He was a potential client, I guess. He told me, that's fucked up. I'm gonna take my business elsewhere. And like back when I was running my page, and my wife usually is the one answering the ones on the shop page, but on my personal business page, where's my name on it, yeah, he thought I was fucking with him or something, you know? It's like, dude, this time frame. It's that you can't expect me to just fucking squeeze you in when there's no time to be squeezed into, you know? Like,
yeah,
I don't think they understand that, or he didn't understand that shit.
Well, you also have a family.
Yeah. So that's the thing, to keep it. I think part of being the professional part is my days off, you know? And I keep a certain time frame where I do tattoo, and the clients know that. So it's expected of them, and it's also expected of me to show up for that. You know,
that's 100%. Like, I get there's moments like you got a really good client, it's been coming to you for years, and you try to do something to help them out, squeeze them in.
Yeah.
But like, when you don't keep everything 100%, like respect my time, respect when I work, people will eventually start walking all over you and taking advantage. So you have to keep that. And I've always pushed that. Your days off are your days off.
Yeah.
And don't budge. Yeah. And I haven't for probably a couple decades.
Yeah.
I don't. And holidays are holidays. They have to respect my times. I come in at this time and start my day. That's what time I'm going to schedule you. And if it doesn't work for you, that's okay. There's other people in town. And if that doesn't work for your schedule. But, you know, my weekends always get pushed farther because people can't take off work. But I work at 10 o'clock.
Yeah. It's always a learning curve when you start too, because like I think what really set it off for me was, and figuring out that I needed to keep a schedule was, I had a client book with me all day, right? And he was supposed to be there at 12, and he decided to come in like at 3. I didn't know that shit, so I fucking left because I thought he just didn't call no show. And he told the guy up front, he's like, well, I booked him all day, so I figured it'll be all right if I came at 3. And at that point, I was like, you know what, bro? Like, if it was me back then, I would have probably came back at 3 and started working on you because I needed them fucking money, right? Yeah. And at that point, I realized, okay, the established time is what the established time is, you know? Yes. And that's it. Like, there's every now, like you say, there's exceptions. Like, say, if I'm the one that's rescheduling somebody or canceling on somebody because I got sick or something happened, I'll come in on my weekends. Yes. My weekends are off for that reason, too. It's for my family and to make up time if I need to, you know? That's one way I did manage my books is I because being booked out, I always I take 3 days off now, right? It's gonna here in a couple of years, or a year and a half or so, it's gonna go down to 4 days off.
Okay.
Right. But I use those days off too from my family, obviously. But if something falls off where I get really sick, because there's been one time I've been sick for like a week, right? I'll slowly bring those clients in on my weekends, trying to get them caught up, because
Yeah.
I would hate to push them back out, because I don't do that shit though. But
One technique I started doing, I probably started doing this, I might have done it about 8-9 years ago, but I gave myself a week off every couple months.
oh, okay.
So now if I want to take a vacation, I want to go to a tattoo convention or something, even if my week off wasn't around that time, I can move people around.
That's a good idea.
So I have a place to put them, and then I could take my week off, or I just need a break.
Yeah.
So I have that in there. Now, if I know I'm not going to take time off, and I got a client I'm working on and all that, I got a big piece where they're on the books a lot of times,
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and fit them in there. And
Yeah.
so then I'll go ahead and still tattoo that week if I don't want to take time off. But I always keep that time off in there. So it's already in the schedule, and it's easy to maneuver.
Yeah.
But you don't have to freak out if, like, you know, your wife and you just want to go take a vacation.
Yeah. See, dude, I get so I closed my books not that long ago. I never have to either. I was one of those guys that never was like, why the fuck close your books?
Yeah.
The whole point is to get booked out, right? But I had to, right? No, but I remember before I ever closed my books, I would always get the comment like, how do you schedule vacations? And the thing is too, I would take a month off, right? A whole month would be blocked off.
Okay.
And then once vacation was set and scheduled, I'll fill in that month with the people from the back of the line or wherever I'll just start trickling them in there and fill up my month around the vacation time. And it's always worked out really well too. But here recently, I did close my books for the first time because it got too far out, you know?
Yeah. I was going to say 2 years is a bit much.
It was pushing 3 years out at this
Really?
point. Yeah, dude.
Oh, shit.
Now, since I've stopped taking people on, it's 2 years and like 10 months or so. It was August of 2020 is what it was pushing.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. So I was and completely grateful for it, man. But I feel like that's too much of a commitment on my end now.
It is.
You know what I mean? Like, even though it goes against everything, I was always telling people, I was like, "Why don't close your books, dude." And especially like if you closing your books right now, this is you raw dogging shit right now, dude. Because it's fucking crazy to be doing that right now. So
There's a difference between doing extremely well, though, and your average everyday artist trying to do closing their books and stuff to sound like they're super busy. They might be shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah. No. I feel that.
But I don't know. It depends. Depends what kind of clientele you bring in and how good you are to people.
Yeah.
Like when I said that, when I was going into fucking retirement, I had so many people more bummed about it.
Yeah.
And, didn't even see a lot of them even get a tattoo. I just decided, I guess I'm done getting tattoos.
Yeah.
And then when I opened it back up, the floodgates just came in.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how far it's out right now. I mean, I doubt it's very...
Do you guys
like too far, but it's
do you guys
it's
let
out
your
there.
bookkeeper handle all that scheduling stuff, or are you doing it yourself?
My wife does it.
Yeah, perfect.
With everybody being on booth rent and everybody being so different, we don't do it. We don't let the counter person book everybody.
That's good.
At one time, we were able to because most artists had the same going rate on stuff.
Yeah.
So we could kind of guess. Yeah, that's like a
You avoid
$300 tattoo. Oh yeah, Morgan can do that. Book it in there.
Yeah, you avoid a lot of problems not having the front desk do that though.
Yeah.
I think some of the main issues at the shop at the lecture was the front desk when we wouldn't communicate correctly, or he was juggling 9 artists. That should become an issue because he was bound to fuck up at some point. You know?
Yes.
And then we paid for it. You know what I mean? I think the worst thing that would happen to me sometimes would be a double booking.
Oh.
And they'll both come in at the same time, and I only got one. The one that I was intending to tattoo, and now I have to break it, and I'm like, "Hey, bro, I can't tattoo you today." You know?
Yeah.
And now he's pissed as fuck, especially they showed up from out of town. That's the worst one, you know. So I think taking that factor out of the equation is
it
nice.
really
So,
does help.
You know what I mean?
I think when it was just definitely easier back then, and I understand that everybody's different for sure. It's just it did help people keep those books full. because sometimes when the front counter's getting emails in there and they're like, I don't know who even wants this. I don't know who's going to do this. And then I don't even know how much. Yeah. Because like everybody's prices are different. People do different styles now. And at one time it's just like, oh, this little design. Okay. Let's go into this person. Oh, this one. Let's go to this people. And like literally the whole entire shop were solid booked for 2 to 4 months. They could deviate, move people just right and make it happen. And people didn't have a problem with business, but then now they have to take care of it on their own, and then they're not looking at their emails. And that again goes back to I think how hungry are they really?
That's a good point. Dude, you just made me think about something right now. Is that maybe some of these orders aren't booked out, or like they should be, because they lost their front help and they're not fucking handling their own shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
And sometimes they go up there and they bitch about the front counter not giving them enough business. Yeah. But it's like, if he does, you're mad because he gave it to you wrong. You gave the wrong price quote. It's something you don't do, and you're looking at it like, I don't know how to do this and all that. And usually we try to pay attention to whose strong points are what. Yeah. If it's a super simple tattoo, we give it to the people that don't do as much complicated stuff. Yeah. But if it's something a little more hard work, we give it out to certain people. If they give a really big black and gray pieces, we're looking at Alex or Damon and Robbie. Yeah. Because they can do it. They'll do big giant tattoos, and I don't know. There's that. And then same with the walk-in. It's the same way. If it's a walk-in that's going to take them 4 hours, they're not going to do it. They don't want to do it. Yeah. They're like, they think walk-ins are 1 to 2 hour maximums. And I'm like, well, did any 1 or 2 hour point or walk-ins come in? And they're like, oh no, I just sat around and didn't do anything. It's like, so that 4 hour one would have kept you busy for most of the day, made you a lot of money. Oh yeah. Dang, I would have just done that.
Yeah. That was one thing I did like the system with the electric chair, bro, was like just a line, right? So you're next, you do that one. Mm-hmm. But when things slow down around this time of year, the bigger pieces, they would start accepting, like, instead of palm size, they were nice bigger pieces. Yeah. And dude, if you pass that up, you weren't tattooing the rest of the fucking day.
Yeah. Exactly.
So like, dude, it's like it becomes a numbers game, man. Like, at some point too, taking walk-ins is less money than doing full-on appointments. So I remember hitting that milestone in my career where I was like, man, am I really wanting to do walk-ins now? Because I'm losing out on money than just taking a full-day client. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, when I did walk-ins, I remember working in Salina. At the shop I was working at, after giving him 50% of my money, I was going home with $800 to $1,000 a day. Yeah. Just banging tattoos out all day, one after another. I kept my books fucking crammed full.
If you're if your speed is a factor, bro, walk-ins are money maker for you, man. You know what I mean? And I mean, but not that that's like the 100% of what's supposed to be, though, man.
But if you're a slow artist, doing those walk-ins are going to speed you up.
Yeah. I think they're crucial, man. Like, I think that's what I was saying. Like, one of the biggest red flags for me when a potential apprentice comes in and they're already telling me the shit that they're not going to want to do or they won't do, it's like, dude, you have to do all this shit to get to this point, because all these big tattoos you're seeing have all these little fundamental things in them that you're not going to be able to do if you don't even learn how to do a straight line, solid pack, whatever the fuck it is, And,
well, that was how I did stuff. A good example was Courtney. She came in with this portfolio of realism. Everything was realism. There was no traditional. I don't think she came in with the attitude to do traditional. She was going to do portraits and everything. Look at what she's doing now.
Ain't that wild?
I was like, well, you're going to learn how to do solid color. You're going to learn how to do a good line. You're going to learn how to do color. You're going to learn how to do black and gray. If you end up only doing black and gray portraits for the rest of your career, that's okay. Well, she's doing traditional. Yeah. And she's not doing the traditional that it's being hammered in and blown out lines and bad color. No, she's good line work, solid color, crazier colors than most traditional artists do. And it's good. It transitions nice. Her drawings are great. And I'm not saying all her stuff is traditional, but I mean, I think it's looks traditional inspired.
Oh yeah, dude.
And it's
She's one of the cleanest artists I've ever seen, dude. Like pulling that kind of work. Like, damn, dude. Like really is like
she'd
that.
beat herself up about it.
Yeah.
She'd get really upset when she didn't do a good tattoo.
Yeah.
And it's never that she did a bad tattoo.
Yeah.
It just wasn't up to her quality or
Yeah.
what she wanted out of it. And she'd be very upset with herself.
Man, dude, it shows like, dude, really, like when I say she's one of the best, I'm talking about, dude, she is one of the cleanest artists I've ever seen. But it's crazy to think that artists that beat themselves up the most are sometimes some of the better artists and the ones that are all like fully showing off their shit. And it's like, damn, dude, like,
Yeah.
they have no, like, they're not pulling themselves back at all. They're just fully out there,
Oh, yeah.
like showing off their shit. It's like, damn, dude, like the people that do need to show off are the ones that are the hardest, and that's why their skill level is.
That's why they're getting better.
Yeah, dude.
I've sat down and had talks with Denzel, beating himself up
Yeah.
about something. It's like, shut the fuck up. Look how little time you've been doing this stuff.
Yeah,
Fuck
dude.
you, man.
When
I've been doing this for nearly 30 years, and I'm not that good.
Dude, when I met Denzel, he was doing geometric shit.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? And that's what I was watching pull lines to learn my line work was him. And to see that fully flip into
Oh, yeah.
full color, I was like, damn, dude, I didn't see that coming at all, bro.
Oh, yeah.
You know? I mean, but
it's crazy.
people adapt and people change, and they hit an area where they feel they like more, you know, and it just happens. That's why I always tell like new artists, it's like, man, dude, you may think you want to do something when you get into like, oh, I'm gonna do like just like corny, I want to do realism, and you fucking have a full 180, bro. Like it's something completely different, man. Because they're full opposites, bro. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I mean? And she's able to knock out both. That says a lot too, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'd still see a portrait every once in a while, and it's
Yeah.
amazing.
yeah.
She's probably one of the only apprentices that I let her do portraits as an apprentice.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's because of the way she did her drawings. It was done the way tattoo artists would do them.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. I had a buddy of mine. I don't know if he was the first or the second portrait she did, but it's like, whatever, give it a try. He's got a lot of bad tattoos I've done on him. So you can't do worse. And it looks good. I mean, he was just showing it off this week to people, and it looks good. And then she did I think a Johnny Depp one too on her apprenticeship. And there's a lot of Johnny Depp tattoos that do not look like him.
Yeah.
And this one looked like him. She didn't think it did, but I think it did.
I want to say, maybe I did see that one. Did she post it? You know. Maybe
Back then she did, yeah.
Okay, maybe that's why. Because
That
I started getting wind of her work through her portraits, bro, like her tattoos, and seeing that, because I knew that's what I wanted to do at some point, right? And when I started seeing that stuff, I was like, damn, she's gonna be a monster in this fucking city, dude.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but turns out she's gonna be
She went the
traditional.
yeah, yeah. And that's cool. I mean, she does it
dude.
really well.
Yeah, man.
I can't talk any shit. I mean, I'm going to try to find ways.
Yeah, dude, my favorite piece that she's ever done, it was this Dorothy that she remade into a traditional piece with tattoos and stuff.
Yeah.
But she recently did a Jurassic Park one with the little mosquito and the
Oh, yeah.
the traditional style. Bro, that's the coolest shit I ever seen, bro. I don't know, man.
She even went into the whole traditional color palette and stuff. And
Dude,
she did good.
Yeah, man.
She had one client. Every once in a while, I see them post something that he's still getting tattoos by her. It's just every tattoo all over him. It's a bunch of traditional tattoos, and they're all flawless.
Yeah.
I could even see her back there, like she's like freaking out. You can see her face, like it's not going in there very well. And it's like, it's pretty solid. Shut up.
Yeah.
I think there's just one piece that had all this red in it, and it just wasn't going in there as solid as she wanted. And red is that color.
Yeah.
It's hard to see while you're doing it because the skin turns red, and it's red ink, and there's red blood coming out. And then once it calms down, and then you look at it, and you see you missed a couple spots. It's just that color.
Yeah.
But she was just, it looked like she was about to lose her mind.
Oh shit.
But she was really doing it well.
Are you gonna have her on here at some point?
Maybe she will.
Yeah, she should, man.
I haven't really talked to her since they quit.
Oh, for real.
or since they opened their own place.
Yeah. Everybody-
Morgan every once in a while.
Oh, okay. You guys all leave on good terms, though?
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
There's sometimes people that only stuck around for 2 years. Is kind of like,
Yeah.
you you kind of feel a different way. But
Yeah.
they had been doing their thing for a long time.
Yeah.
My thought, very loyal to me, and it was just their time.
Yeah.
And for whatever the reason is, it was just their time. And there's no anger.
Yeah.
They've earned it.
That is one thing too, man, with like say the guys at our studio, if they ever decide to branch out and do their own thing, like we want to be fully supportive of that, and like set it, like help them whatever they need help with.
Oh, yeah. I've had a few artists leave here, and it's when the situation is good, wish you luck and everything. Hopefully everything's great for you. That's how it was with Jason when he first left.
Yeah.
And then we didn't like each other very well. Well,
so you guys left on good terms and then became bad terms?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think somebody else was in Jason's ear.
Yeah.
Trying to tell him stuff, and I think that was it. And I think when you guys started your own thing, I think things changed. Me and him started chatting a little more.
Yeah, man.
One of us reached out to each other, and it's like no beef at all.
Yeah.
And I think that was it. That was just a bad timing. He was around the wrong two people there.
Yeah. Bro, I remember having that conversation with Jason at the bar. And before the studio thing ever even happened, I was like, bro, if anything, if you get, we were under the, we agreed. I was like, if you find a studio before I do, I'm rolling with you, man. And vice versa, right? He would roll with me if I do. So when I found that location, it took a couple years to find it anyways, man, because everything I was looking at wasn't zoned right or anything. And I already knew he was in the bad, dude. It was like, I already knew he was coming with me. And it made things so much easier, like, because I when I first started thinking about it, I was like, man, I'm going to have to tattoo solo. And like I said, I like working with other artists. And I had the thought, like, man, I'm going to be doing the solo thing for a minute until I can fill the studio up. But luckily for us, it took a month, and then everything was set. And the only reason it took a month is because they wanted to get their notice and be respectful to Greg, because Greg had taken over the studio at that point too. So, and which is what I wanted to do as well, because I gave him, I want to say like maybe a few months notice. Like, hey, dude, man, this is what's gonna happen. Like,
no, it's cool.
I would hate to leave him hanging, bro, because like he's a good dude, man, and we never had issues with homeboy. And, I wanted to keep the peace, and the only thing that sucked though is the state. So we were scheduled to have the inspection at the end of the month, and they emailed us and was like, hey, we can get there next week. And the studio was almost there, bro. So I had to cut everything like off at the shop a month early, and then move out and get my station set up just for the inspection.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I didn't like that I had to do, man. But I mean, he knows the artist too.
Sometimes they drop that on you.
Yeah. It's either that or wait a month. I was like, fuck, we can do it now. Let's do it now. Fuck it.
Yeah. Sometimes the inspectors got to do it when they got to do it.
Yeah. I mean, they are coming out of town too, right? Because is Kathy from Topeka, or where's she from?
No, she's from out here.
Oh, she is?
But she has a huge area. Like before, we had 5 inspectors, and you think the size of this whole state. That 5 people have to go to every studio, not just tattoo shops, hair salons, tanning salons. So they have a lot to do. Right now, they cut them down to 4.
Oh, okay.
Funding's tight right now.
Damn. Okay.
So it's only 4 of them. So Kathy has this whole bottom quarter of Kansas to inspect. So I definitely tell people, be nice to her. She's working her ass off, and she can't just drive into one area and then do an inspection through everybody. She's got to spread those things out because everybody makes phone calls and they warn people. She drives out there. She's going to have to stay in motels sometimes.
I figured she was in town for something, So she was like, hey, we can come in and do this now. I was like, fuck.
It's probably best for her sometimes. And she's done that with me. And then I sometimes feel bad with the convention stuff. It's like getting her at the time. It's like, she's got to like hurry up and go there, and then she's got to spend more time with us and all that. So I definitely have to let them know about permits for the convention way ahead of time. Like, I think I'm about to turn in the next ones here
Yeah.
real soon.
Oh, yeah?
Just to
All
give them plenty of time to schedule that stuff.
Yeah. Did you decide on the same location? Too?
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool.
Everybody seemed to like it,
Yeah,
artist-wise.
That was dope, man.
Getting people out there is the tough part.
Yeah.
The, public.
Yeah.
Because 9 miles might as well be 300 miles to them. I don't know what it is. 9 miles to me is not very far.
Yeah. It's not that far, but I feel that.
That's the only problem. If I get more people out there, that'd be better.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's been very successful.
Yeah.
So
That was a good time, bro. I dug it, man.
I got a few things I'm changing. Like, you always learn from one.
Yeah.
So there's some changes that I think were annoying to artists for a couple little things. Anybody in that far back corner, I think mostly Poor Vita dealt with it, and Aptitude,
Oh, yeah.
the back door.
Oh,
It
yeah.
open, the wind blowing at them and all that.
Yeah.
So I think I'm putting that on lockdown.
Yeah.
You got your load in time and your load out
That's a good
time.
idea.
And other than that, keep the door shut.
Yeah.
There's other doors people want to go smoke. There's other places to go smoke.
Yeah.
I just don't want it to be annoying like that on everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's always going to be something though too, but I think that they did mention it will get hot as fuck over there.
Yeah.
Because that door was constantly open,
So I'm going to make different arrangements. I want to make everybody happy.
Yeah.
I like people coming back. So
Yeah.
we got some new activities we're going to have in there, some different awards and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the whole, oh man, I'm just drawing a blank on the word, collaborations.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to add that to the categories.
Oh, shit. All right.
So Jason and I are getting ready to start one.
That's cool, man. Yeah, it's dope as shit.
So like there'll be days he'll be working on it, and then some days they'll show up here and I'll work on it, and then maybe we'll work on it together.
Yeah.
So whatever when we talked, we were going to do that, and then maybe one day he'll just stop in here and work on it, and then maybe I'll, if it's cool with you, I'll come by and sit down with him and all that, and just kind of build onto one big tattoo.
Yeah. That's cool as hell, man. Yeah, Jason talked about before doing like a realism piece with like the cartoon. You remember seeing those? They'll have like say like Michael Jordan, like a portrait of Michael Jordan. They'll have like Space Jam shit.
Oh yeah.
Like, something like that.
That's kind of what he was saying.
Yeah. That's cool.
I think he brought up DJ Tambi.
Yeah,
How he's been doing it, where it's like a portrait, and then you got this
Yeah.
little solid tradition, or not so much traditional, but just cartoon character.
Yeah.
So
That's cool, man.
I think something like that could be neat. I don't know. I told him maybe it'd be kind of fun to do 2 of them.
Yeah.
See if we can get it done by October.
That's cool, man. Yeah, dude. And you guys work pretty much the same speeds and stuff too, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I might be a little faster, but I'm ADD. That's why I got to go quicker.
Yeah.
Go quicker.
Yeah.
And I've learned how to do what I need in that time.
Yeah.
But then he definitely gets a little more detail in there because of his speed. So, but he's not like, I wouldn't say he's a lot slower.
Yeah.
But I also still got twice the amount of time tattooing than he does.
Yeah.
So
You got your is it technique? No, it's I think it's more efficiency, where you know what you're gonna do prior to doing it, right? So you develop these techniques to get things done a little quicker. Not because of time constraints, but like you just know how to do the shit, right?
yeah,
I always think about that kind of shit too. It's like, is it really that we're faster, or
I think
as an artist, or is it? Because speed comes with time too, right?
I think also I had all my tattoos and I had to guess how much time.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, we didn't do hourly. I had to hurry up and straight quote the price.
Oh yeah.
And so I had to kind of guess how long it would take me to do it to give a good estimate of how much. So I just wouldn't come in. It's like, oh, it'd maybe take me about 4 hours to do. Yeah, $500.
Yeah.
And then so I had to learn all that.
Just charged by the piece. Yeah.
That was just how it was done back then.
Yeah.
And stuff. So, but I don't know. It's different now. Now we're doing way bigger pieces.
Yeah.
And they're multiple sessions, so it's just like hourly is the way to go on all that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think like I started realizing. So I had artists reach out before, and they're wanting to up their rates, right? Mm-hmm. And this was before the whole economy shit happening. they're looking for advice on how to do it. And I was like, dude, if you have to have the one thing is the clientele, right? You got to have a clientele that's the demand for you needs to be there. Because you don't want to just raise your rates and then have pushback, you know. Everybody's scared of that too.
Oh yeah.
But if you're busy enough to raise your rates, then you should do it, you know. It's like that way you attract that clientele that you're wanting to attract. You do what you want to do.
That's the thing. Yeah, you should do that. If like I always thought it was crazy when I saw artists that were like, oh, $3,000 for the day, and I was like, how the fuck are you? Why are you even doing that? That's insane. That's you're. I don't know. You think you're better than everybody else, kind of stuff, but then you start to realize some of them have been on TV. And,
yeah. As long as the demand's there for them, bro. I mean,
and if they just booked out like the regular people,
yeah,
like they'd be like 20 years booked out. And fuck all that. So I get it. They deserve it.
Yeah.
After you've been on TV and the demand is that high, but when you've been on TV, you got to remember it's not going to stay that way.
Yeah.
Like DJ had always been trying to say, hey, you should get on Ink Master too. You know, every time I'd go out there to Vegas and chat with them, and I was like, no, dude. It's like, one, I don't want to embarrass myself because I feel like I'd be under pressure and I'd probably screw something up.
Right.
But it's like,
I said the biggest fear, bro, is
Yeah.
dude, when we were on stage at the convention, bro, it felt like everything was 10 times harder, bro. I don't know. I would draw blanks and shit. Like, just even setting up my equipment, I was like, fuck, I would just like stop out of nowhere and be like, what am I supposed to do next? You know?
it looked
It's
good.
just pressure, bro.
It was awesome.
I appreciate it, man.
I'm just not going to tell Christy that.
She's such a good client, bro.
Yeah. No,
awesome.
she's awesome.
She can take a beating, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I was really nervous for her, man, because I was like, hey, that morning, I don't know if I told Denzel or not, though, but he told me what size his tattoo was, right? And I was like, oh, shit, that's the same size as mine, man. So that morning, I got up early and went to the shop and blew it up like 20% bigger. You know? And I told her, I was like, hey, this is going to be, we're going to have to go hard on this motherfucker to get you done because I'm running the risk of not being done. And, dude, we cut it close, bro. Like, I think I was putting in my white in the last 10 minutes of the fucking tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
And
so because of that, like, I could see in it, it's like, man, I feel like if Sergio had just a little bit more time, this would just been so amazing.
Yeah.
And it's like, so I think I'm going to up the time. I'm just going to do it for a straight 8 hours.
Yeah, wow, dude.
Didn't we just do 6?
Yeah, yeah.
So I think going for a whole 8 would be fun. And I'm going to do multiples. Right now, what's his name? Russ with Divine Intervention.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He wants to do it. And so he's going to talk to his wife. He's going to battle against her.
Oh, that's cool.
So, but I was like, why don't we do one for straight up 3 days?
Yeah.
You guys can just sit up there and we just don't even have time limit. We just go at it for 3 days. You just have to be done by a certain time on the last day.
Yeah. Was he the one that had that the warplane or the jets?
Yeah.
Dude, that piece was fucking dope as shit.
Yeah.
Man.
That was badass. And then his wife took home Best of Show with the little green faces and the abstract stuff around it. Yeah, and that was amazing.
Yeah, dude. We saw his piece walking around. She would talk to my client constantly, right? And because we're both getting their legs done, right? So, but every time we walk by, he get a little bit more done, a little bit more. I was like, damn, dude, like that's. In my head, I was like, that's Best of Show already.
It's
like,
definitely
just like the way it was up to here, right? I was like, damn, I was gonna take it. I'm glad his wife took it though too, though, man. But
yeah,
I was like, dude, I was a big fan of that piece. I didn't get a chance to talk to him though, man.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, I did that one thing I told myself I wasn't gonna do this time around was keep my head down and tattoo the entire time, right? That was not the fucking plan, bro. I did that last convention or the other convention we were part of, you know, or you started.
You got to remember though, like some of the, like watching Ink Master.
Yeah,
you got the judges are coming up and talking and holding conversations with them, and they're like being distracted from their tattoo and stuff.
No, but dude, the people that I did get to talk to were the people that came to the booth, you know, which I love the fact that they did that, man, because I didn't make my rounds like I wanted to. Like I wanted to talk to people this time around, and it still didn't happen, bro. But the thing is, too, bro, the piece that I did, I gave myself 3 days. That was gonna be my 3-day piece, and when Denzel challenged me, it became a fucking 2-day piece. So I was fucking sweating it already, man. So but I already knew my client was
this year we're extending hours.
Yeah,
because like the thing is, like I always was looking at other conventions and it's like, well, I need to shorten some of those hours because people were complaining about it being too long.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Damn. And then I was like, No, some of these guys are going at it. It's like you have the right to quit and leave early if you want. Take the night off if it's a few hours early. The show hasn't ended yet. I just think it's kind of sucks for those guys that put a lot of hours into it.
Yeah.
And so I'm just going to extend those hours.
Yeah.
Even let artists come down before the public comes in.
Yeah.
You give them more hours. The first day is just harder because of inspections.
Yeah.
But she inspected the night before and then came in pretty early that morning and then just said, I'll just walk around while everybody's working and check their licenses, and that's all I care about. Yeah. So Kathy made it easy.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I started letting people get going a little early.
That's nice. Yeah, I think I came in a little bit earlier than I thought I was going to, because it would have technically been a day and a half is what I would have had, But it worked out, man. Yeah, I'm glad my client was he's always been a real good sitter, so
yeah,
I already knew he was gonna be able to fucking hang, man.
Yeah,
but he was hurting around this one. This one did take it out of him a little bit.
It was pretty big.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know if I can do them that big nowadays.
Yeah. I mean, color was a little different though, man. I would think like more trauma.
I still sleeve people. I did a couple sleeves in 3 days on people.
That's cool.
Full sleeves and fully saturated.
Yeah.
But I also have to design it accordingly.
Yeah.
So it can't have like little details everywhere.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
So like, say for instance, like the piece that Denzel did during that contest, you can't do like that much detail and do a full sleeve in 3 days.
Yeah.
That's just too much.
Yeah, with the black and gray pieces, one thing when I go big with them, bro, it's there's a chance to go with a lot of open skin. You know what I mean? And it looks better anyways, in my opinion. Like high contrast.
Let it breathe.
Yeah, high contrast is the fucking shit, dude. Like, and you can use people's skin as the light source, and it just it makes things look so much better, bro.
Large needle groups.
Yeah, dude. I don't use large needles.
No.
My biggest I use is 11 for.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I'm over here using 25s on a regular basis.
Oh really? Dude, I've become too sloppy with them motherfuckers, man. I don't know what it is. Like I've tried using the bigger ones and for big pieces, and I don't know what the fuck is the deal. I was like, I tried to tell myself not to get fucking sloppy with it, and it just happens. But when I'm with the 11s, even like all the back pieces that I've done with the 11s, bro.
Yeah.
It makes me stay tight on through shading and everything.
I'm the opposite. I feel like everything's nicer and smoother when I use bigger needle groups.
Dude, isn't it crazy?
I'll do detail with fives or like five mags and sevens. But then sometimes after I got all those details in, I come through and I smoothen stuff out with the huge needle groups.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I got 45 mags.
That's wild.
And I'll use those on stuff.
No shit.
I used one a few weeks ago on a black and gray piece. And I flew through it.
Yeah, man.
Everybody's looking like, holy shit, how long have you been here? I was like, 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know, bro. Like, I think everybody has their own techniques, right? Yeah. And whatever works for them, man. But, yeah, dude, I can't wrap my head around those big needles, bro. I don't know what the fuck it is, dude.
I love them. My typical everyday needles were always 15 mags. Yeah. I really loved them. Okay. I really pushed through them. But at one time, not a lot of people used them. They just, big mags were not a thing. And I don't know, as soon as I discovered them, I was learning how to use them. I was trying to and doing everything. But I don't know, pin machines, I found out, really pushed them. So I tried to use them more often. Yeah. That's another thing I was kind of talking to you last night about. Yeah. That pin machine shit's coming up, and man.
Bro, that's wild to me, bro. They're trying to get you trying to fight against having him here. Like,
there's an artist that reached out, and they said you can't do it clean with those. That their contamination issue. Is their argument valid? A little bit.
If you're dirty,
but if you do everything correctly, I 100% say they are safe as using a coil machine. Yeah. I can come up with the same exact arguments they have with a coil machine. 100%. Is it easier to get into some of the external parts on a coil to clean? Yeah. If you get stuff up into your internal parts onto your pin machine, it's going to be almost downright impossible to clean. But really, if you do things correctly, there should not be any ink getting up into there. It's complete sloppiness or mishandling the stuff.
Yeah.
Now, the problem is what the definition of the board says of what we're supposed to be doing, and it's never been updated.
Yeah.
And so I'm working on updating things. But this artist wants the board to go to every single person using a pin machine and fine them.
That's crazy.
Fine them for violations. And the board doesn't agree. We've already had this discussion. We brought it up with KDHE. They agreed it was fine,
Yeah.
that there was no need to push it.
Yeah.
So we moved away from the subject. And this artist came back in, and they're a coil user. And
I don't know why I feel like you told me this before. Like prior to you telling me yesterday that somebody was trying to
yeah,
fuck with the pin machine.
that was what first started until I did the full demonstration. And
Yeah.
they had questions too. But then that's why they reached out to KDHE.
Yeah.
And they make the decisions on what we have to do for cleanliness.
Yeah.
So we have to follow when they say, you need to change this because of this, we have to follow what they say. But if this artist really pushes it, it can become a big problem.
That's wild.
So
yeah.
I have to come with a solid argument.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to get together on Saturday for that with a few people, but it's just too fucking cold. And
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't really want to do this.
Yeah.
But I think we need to have a few of us meet, maybe do it more often. And like, because anything I'm allowed to speak about from the board, I want to be very transparent with artists
Yeah.
and get them involved in it.
Yeah.
There's a few things I need artists to help me out with.
Yeah.
Like we're trying to push real hard on doing more about the at-home artists.
Yeah. You know, I'm guilty of that shit, getting tattooed in people's
Yeah.
houses and stuff, back in the day. But I didn't realize how dangerous that shit was until I became a professional tattoo artist and how we have to clean our shit,
Oh yeah. I think that's a lot of it. It's just not knowing.
Yeah.
Like when some people argue like you did it when you got started, it's like, we didn't have anything to go by.
Yeah.
We didn't know. When I first started, tattooing was illegal in Wichita. So we didn't even have shops around here.
Yeah.
So we didn't know the difference. We thought the guy that came to your house to tattoo you, that was a professional.
Yeah.
We just didn't know. Now there's so much information out there.
Yeah.
And I mean, it is what it is, but we see some really nasty stuff that people are doing at home. But it's not even just that. It's like we worked hard to get into this profession that you have to be licensed for. And then there's all these other guys. Oh, I just opened up my phone and looked on TikTok, and I'm going to do it too. And, it's kind of fucked up that we did it right.
Yeah.
But they get to conduct business and do all that stuff. So
Yeah.
I think more needs to be done about it.
Yeah.
And it is a business that requires a license. So in the end, you're not allowed to do it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of jobs where cops will come in and shut you down if you're doing something without a license. But for this, why are they not doing that? It should be. Police officers should be able to go into someone's home that's illegally tattooing and shut them down. When tattooing was illegal in Oklahoma, they raided people's homes and businesses and confiscated all of their equipment. Confiscated all of it. They can still do it. Comes to marijuana. They find out marijuana's fucking being sold out of someone's house. Yeah, they'll raid it. They'll get all the stuff and they'll shut them down and they'll put them in jail. It's because it's illegal.
Yeah.
Tattooing without a license is illegal.
Yeah.
So they should be able to do something about it.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I think of it like we're all adults, right? So
Yeah.
You gotta learn your lesson the hard way. You gotta learn your lesson the hard way.
That's
But,
true.
We have clients that it doesn't happen that often anymore, but they have the mindset of being tattooed at home by tattooers from their house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they come in to the studio thinking that we're on the same level field or that we're gonna be the same thing. They'll ask about tap out sessions or like filler work, where it's one little piece with a bunch of shit. They're looking for coverage,
Mm-hmm.
and or they'll bring a piece in that they're wanting tattooed exact how it is from a magazine or whatever. I mean, it hasn't happened in a long time though, but I think about where those two worlds are different, bro. Where the people that they get tattooed from people's houses have a different mindset than the ones that actually seek out a professional tattoo artist, So gladly that there's two clienteles for that, right?
I mean, it's not always that people are tattooing at home because, they think they can just do it and all
Yeah.
that. Some of them are just, that's their only way into the door to do anything.
Yeah.
But they already didn't do the footwork to do this, and they don't understand doing the proper footwork, and they don't understand, since they didn't work real hard to get into it, they don't understand the respect that some things deserve and your clients deserve. So they're just, I just saved this picture off the internet and I just traced it out and I put it on somebody. And, you know, that's why they don't have that respect, because they already don't have the respect for the trade to not even look into it. And it's worse when they don't ever do it. Like, it's like someone says, well, I tried and nobody gave me a chance. And it's like, I never met you.
Yeah.
So you never tried, because you never came in my doors and asked me for an apprenticeship.
But how many times were you fucked? You know, like say like you went and cleaned up a studio and they turned you down. Like like people haven't even gone to that point.
Yeah.
They just got told no and they just said fuck.
The thing is, that's why I can get out of almost any bad situation. I went through the heartaches of it. Oh, I got screwed over on several apprenticeships. 3 of them locally. One of them I was an official apprentice, and that's a crazy ass story. But I lost that one. But it was just because somebody was better, or not better. I mean, they had more to offer outside of tattooing. So I got shoved to the side so that they could help them do stuff.
Yeah.
I wasn't a mechanic, so I wasn't going to make a good tattoo artist, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, somewhere that's how they looked at it. The car culture and the tattoo culture were interlocked back then.
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
And I didn't know shit about hot rods and stuff, so
Yeah.
I was the guy, you can wait. I know you draw good, but, you know.
Sometimes I think about like these artists that tattoo at their house, which I mean, like you said too, like they're doing it because they have to too at some point, or they think they do. But like, how many, like say your apprentices, I'm pretty sure you had a few of them, a lot of them. How many other tattoos did you even look at? Like you were looking at their artwork, right? Like, and who they were, not the tattoos that they did outside the shop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what I aimed at. I have one that she tattooed a few pieces beforehand, but she didn't tattoo a bunch of people. It was just small, limited amount. But I saw what she put down. Yeah. And so I picked her out over those, unfortunately. It was the tattoos, but...
That's what I was telling them too, though, because I had a few come in with photos of their tattoos. And I'm like, man, bro, like, I don't care, right? If you were a good artist, I'll take you on either way. But I don't have room and I can't apprentice anybody. But be careful who you show this shit to, because some people aren't going to be down with you tattooing out of your house. And you're going to come into somebody's studio and show them this shit. And they might see you as somebody that's not worthy of it. So just show them your artwork, you know, and I can't. And honestly, bro, like now that I think about it too, anybody that's been apprentice that I seen the apprenticeship happen has never been because of tattoos they did outside their house. Yeah. It's always been because of their artwork or because they came around the studio and got to know, like they were getting tattooed by somebody there. They had some kind of in with the studio, you know? Yeah. It wasn't just somebody off the street. And that's usually the situation. I always told people, if you like somebody enough and you want them to teach you, start out by going to get tattoos by them. Become their buddy. Yeah. Then maybe they'll get you the chance. Yeah. But that's how it goes. But I think we need to wrap this up. We've been at it for over 2 hours. Oh, no shit. Damn, bro. Been a while. I feel like it just flew by, bro. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I appreciate you being on here. If anybody wants to get tattooed by you or look you up, where do they check you out at? So Sergio Valdes Tattoos on Facebook and TikTok. TikTok's brand new. I just started that shit up recently. Okay. Well, my son did for me. Oh, yeah. And on Sergio Valdes Flores on Instagram. Okay, cool. Well, I appreciate you having me, bro. Yeah, no problem, man. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Yeah.